Yeah, we have a guest at the campsite, but it doesn't do us any good because Serrano still hasn't freaking moved away. We got a letter from Gala thinking of you, Butterbean. It's just walking the beach. And I remember the funny thing you said once, made me smile all over again. Thought you should know that. That's why I sent you this note to never change, Gala. But change is good. Change is something we all should strive to do. You know, the sentiment behind never change is like, you know, never stop being charming or funny or, you know. Stop busy, you hoo-hoo. Let's talk. Say you shouldn't start your day without a plan. They'll say plans are a fool's errand, so... Are you just getting your day started? You really should have got it started a little sooner, but it's fine. I apologize if I'm a little gassy today. I have been gassy all freaking day. And I've had a headache all day as well. It's great. I don't understand. I hate it. But it is what it is. It's just my body's decided it doesn't like me today. Diva! Zoops! Glad you're here. So latest. I just want to say you're looking cute in your fairy dress. Solid look on you. It brings something all warm and fuzzy out. Really dig that, Queen. Aw. Yeah, I haven't done a huge amount today. I finally got Binding of Isaac set up again, so, like, I can play it without losing my mind. Pinky, I was just thinking about you. Sparkles, chat with me. Been walking around looking for you. I was playing a single-player hide-and-seek and I won. At least she's not bored. We got Sky. Oops. Guy just kept walking and I dug a hole. Steven, hey! Nice to see you. Solatus, let's make today our best day ever. I am very tempted to use the campsite to replace Serrano. Because I want him gone. And I want him gone before December. But he is not moving. But yeah, aside from that, all I've really done today is play PokeRogue. And I've not done very well. PokeRogue is one of those things where your runs will either go really well, or they'll never get off the ground. I didn't mean to pick up the flamingo. I didn't mean to do that either. I gotta get Miss Flamingo back down here. We gotta... There we go. Flamingo surveillance system. Always watching. Yeah, like... I had a few runs that literally didn't even make it past first rival battle. And it's just like... Those are the worst. I also had a run lost to trying to get a new Pokemon. I had a Scyther show up and I was like, oh heck yeah, I don't have a Scyther yet. I'll catch that. And it just refused to stay in any Pokeball I threw at it. Literally until my final Pokemon. And it's like, really? Really? Yeah, I might do some like PokeRogue or Binding of Isaac at some point. Now that I have Binding of Isaac set up, which basically just means I've installed like the two most necessary mods for Binding of Isaac. One is less necessary, the other is flat out necessary if you don't want to lose your mind anyway. There is a mod that displays your stats, which is less necessary but is helpful because, you know, there are times, like, part of what it displays is your chance of getting, like, Angel Room, Devil Room, that sort of stuff, which is nice to know. There we go, we got Gullivar. We'll be able to finish our thing off tomorrow. Build giant robot. Again, I apologize, I'm gassy. I don't know why my stomach is upset with me, but it is what it is. Yeah, the other mod, the one that's actually, I would say, necessary, tells you on screen what an item does before you pick it up. And tells you what the item does, period, because some items just don't. Like, it's just kind of how Binding of Isaac was designed. But that is really annoying. Much like yawning. Yeah, I'm gonna swap to, well, no, I shouldn't. I'd be allergic to these. Those would kill me. They probably wouldn't, but they would seriously hurt my feet. Yeah. No. Horns, maybe. Nah, I'm good. I mean, something caught my eye, but it's made of vinyl, and I can't wear that. Cloudy weather just leaves me less motivated. Makes it hard to get all my work done. But sometimes I fight the gloom by using only the brightest colors I can find. It's very fair. But, like... I'm yawning? Jeez. Like, knowing what an item does before you pick it up can be run-changing. And, like, it doesn't tell you what unknown things do. So, like, you still have to figure out what each pill does, but it reminds you what that pill does the next time you encounter the same pill on the floor. And I'm cooking, all my worries just melt away, Snorty. Jamaican. Tea, making my specialty. It's... that! Cool! I think I have that? Yeah, I already have that. This music, man. This makes me yawn. Makes me sleepy. I'm actually thinking of trying to get to bed early tonight because I've been kind of struggling with sleep lately. Hey there, my fabulous bestie. Thanks for chatting with me. Plus, I mean, I've got stuff to... Single player hide and seek because she won. She so played 2-player. Friggin' Pinky was playing. Play with her. I would record Star Ocean, but with how yawny I am, I don't think I can do that tonight. I should have recorded it earlier. Because here's the thing. There is no save point in the secret dungeon. You do that sucker in one sitting. And that's going to be a couple hours, probably. Especially with recording episodes. So, it's going to be multiple episodes. So tomorrow is probably... well, today... what you guys are seeing is probably Balatro. Maybe like a Binding of Isaac run, actually, or a PokeRogue run. Both of those could be kind of fun and a nice change of pace. PokeRogue actually sounds really fun. Or I could do something Pokemon Unite. PokeRogue is sounding the most fun. Okay, I'm gonna try, because tomorrow should be completely clear for me. AKA, today, for you guys. I'm gonna try to motivate myself to freaking actually do what I need to do, and not be lazy, and get Star Ocean recorded and finished. Because, like, all day today I've been like, yeah, I really need to do that. And then I just haven't. And I might, I don't know. It'll depend on how early I wake up. As well. Like, if I wake up early enough, then I could do Star Ocean. Jeez. I do not know why my stomach is so upset, but boy do I wish it wasn't. I'm just yawning, burping, like, jeez. Today's not a great day for my body. It is very unhappy. Much like this squirrel. Marshall. Boy, Marshall's my name. Traveling, scrapbooking, dancing my passions 3. Ah, gotcha. Not that fancy-pantsy. Yeah. No. No. Maybe tomorrow I'll start working on getting, like, Serrano removed via campsite. Because that's apparently a thing. I keep saying that. I don't distrust the person that told me about it. It's just I've never... Like, every time I'd go looking online for how to remove villagers, nobody was talking about that. So, like... It's just a little weird that it seems nobody knew about it. But I've seen other people since also talking about using the campsite and amiibo cards to replace villagers. So, you know... yeah. Look at that leaf, I'm yawning. You're making me sleepy. Ah, there goes my shovel. Maybe my shovel being gone is gonna stop me from catching you. It might. Yeah, because I missed. Now I got an umbrella out because my brain just kind of forgot that I'd already broke my shovel. Also, man, my posture today is garbage. I should be sitting up like this. But I'm like, man, my precious. I'm goleming. I shouldn't be goleming. Let me fix that a little. I'm trying to now think of things to ramble about. I can't really think of much of anything. I know I really want to, at some point, go through my Steam library and make, like, a big list of every game that I've basically never played, or, you know, only played for, like, 10-15 minutes. And put all of those into, like, a giant wheel, and then use that to, pick games to stream occasionally. When, like, I really can't decide. Now, the problem with doing something like that would just simply be that, like, I wouldn't be able to do big games in a hurry. But... Whoops. I was gonna say that leaf might have caused problems, but no, it wouldn't have, because I have a second. I'm smart. I would have to, like, spin the wheel early, I suppose. Like, I wouldn't be able to do a start of a stream kind of thing, or, like, 10 minutes before I go live. But... Slurp some water. I could do it, like, the night before, or something like that. The main issue I think I'd have then is, like, a lot of those games I would want to, I'd want to play all the way through, but I'm just like, how would I make time for this? Like, it would have to be, like, as a new, like, series type deal. That could be interesting, but I'm gonna have to mentally keep it open to just stop playing a bad game, because unless it's so bad it's funny, that would be an exception there, because I know I undoubtedly have some really bad games. I shockingly do not own Bad Rats. Nobody here knew about the infinite money glitch that was Bad Rats when if I remember the story correctly, it got put on sale at such a degree that it basically floating pointed itself to positive money to gift it to people. So you'd get like a penny or two for gifting it to people. So people were gifting it to people. I thought it was a penny. So it was like stupidly cheap. I forget which... There's a whole mythos around bad rats. And the game itself is awful. You never want bad rats in your life. You only want the good rats. Timmy! My brother and I both like coffee the same way, which makes ordering ahead really easy. I mean, this is fair. If there was still a way to work here, that would be useful information. Those use like black. But, you know, black of what kind? There's multiple kinds of coffee. I never did that in the New Leaf series. I never actually worked for Brewster. I don't think he minds, though. I really don't. He's definitely a lot better at it than I would ever be. So, you know, there is that. Yeah. Really don't think he minds. I'm gonna actually quickly jump cut really quick because I have a sudden need to use the washroom. So, jump cut. Alright, I'm back. Gotta love that. Gotta love that sudden, your body just going, fire the hole! 2 exits, no waiting. It's fun. Love that. Alright. Now what am I gonna do today to fill out some time? I could do Paradise Planning. I still need to finish up 30 homes in Paradise Planning. But I think I'm gonna try to just do that on my own time. That might end up being a bonus episode next year of finally fixing Diva's freaking house. It also might not be. I don't know yet, man. Friggin' brick. Right, we gotta go diving. So that'll give us something to do. We'll fill up our inventory on diving. Now the gas is back. Body, why? Why is it back? I don't want it back. I want it gone. Yeah, I'm also, just thinking on it now, I am remarkably close to the end of, the base game of Phantasy Star Online 2 for streaming it. So, soon, TM, I'll be probably moving on to New Genesis, though I might move on to another project first? I don't know yet. I'm just kind of doing whatever I want to do. And in doing so, you know, I'm gonna end up jumping around from time to time. Like, I'm sure chasing trends and views would be really cool and great, but I ain't that kind of person. I say as I really wanted to do that with Pokemon Legends CA, but that's because I really want to play that game. You know, if I do get it, I'm still in the air of whether I even want to stream it at this point, because it hasn't been a while. I could, you know, I almost feel like, yeah, I know how this works, Gullivar. I guess you could say I'm all washed up. I'm washed up, I tells ye. It be mighty unkind not to give your favourite captain a courtesy laugh. Well, I'll forgive ye. The rescuing bit be no laughing matter after all. So as long as I got my trusty old communicator, I'll... It's not old or trusty. It's gone and vanished. So he's bucked me about like an available beach ball. I really wish he said more than one thing. I'd read it more if he did, but I'll go look for it. Alright. What happens if you just don't? What if I don't? What if I just don't give him this communicator? Or don't find it? Do I still get the part? I don't know. this ain't it. This is a crab. Like, I'm not really that big on chasing trends. I do find it funny how the longer I spend in the 8-Bit Discord, the more I do feel like I should hold back a little bit on my criticisms of Final Fantasy XIV. Because there's so many people there that love it, and I don't want to yuck their yum. You know? Like it's a phrase I heard from Tolarian Community College, the professor. And I kind of like it, because it works, you know. It's something everyone can understand, conceptually, that phrase of not yucking someone's yum. Because, like, you know, if you love something and someone's like, yeah, you're going to be like, oh, am I wrong? You know, especially if you like that person. You know, if you're friends with them, you're inclined to be like, am I wrong? You know. So, like, yeah. I'm definitely still gonna have my issues with 14. Those aren't going anywhere. My biggest issue that I'm I'm at with the point I'm at in playing is, okay, it's twofold. One is I don't feel the game is good enough yet to warrant me spending money, which basically means I have nothing left to do. Scallop! Pascal! Hey man, what that scalp of yours? Can I have it? Here you go. Whoa, thanks for your generosity, man. Since you were cool, I left you something you'll dig. While I'm at it, let me lay some truth on you. The deep kind. Feel this. Cookies fresh out of the oven, like warm hugs for your mouth. And your mouth, man, it needs hugs too. Consider yourself truth. Yep, today's a good day. So long, man. Enjoy that scallop. You enjoy. But, like, the gameplay-wise, my biggest issue is just leveling. It takes so long. Like, in the time it takes for me to go from, you know, level 60 to 70, I could go from, like, level 75 to 90 in PSO2. Like, and because of the design of PSO2, you know, it matters less that I can level faster. If leveling was slower in PSO2 than 14, it literally wouldn't matter. Because once you reach 75, you're basically set. A sea pig. What's next? Air pigs? I don't know, we got air buds. I'm like, I wouldn't mind it as much if, like, maybe there were just quests I could go do. Something to make leveling not just repeat same dungeon over and 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 over and, you know, like, that has to be some of the most dull gameplay. At the very least with PSO2, you can go to basically every expedition hub and you'll be getting good XP. There is the XP quest. Another new thing. Sweet shrimp. Being very considerate. It is. Wow. Like, you know, you can go to all the different expedition areas. The XP quest is there, but depending on the XP quest, it may not even be the optimal way of grinding XP. There's urgent quests, which show up every few hours, which completely take over XP gains. You can go and buy alliance triggers if you're part of an alliance and capable of buying things from the alliance shop that, you know, basically give you effectively 20 more XP runs of the most optimal XP and gear. If you have a bunch of rising weapon badges, you can trade those in for more urgent quest triggers to do even more just urgent quests on demand. Like, and you can vary them up. There's plenty of them. You know. And there's groups that basically work together to run the best XP urgent quests at set times every Sunday. Like, you can get in with them pretty easily and you get your levels. Like, it's great. Meanwhile, with 14, your leveling option is play your highest level dungeon until you unlock the next one, but don't play any that end in 0. The ones that end in 0 don't give anywhere near as much XP as the ones that don't. So once you know, if you're level 60, you're still running the level 59, I think it is, dungeon, because the level 60 ones give less XP. So you don't even get a change there. You're just running that 59 until you get to 63, and then you start running the 63 dungeon until you're 65, and then you run the 65 dungeon until you're 67, and it's like... It's so boring. And it's even worse as a DPS, because, like, literally, you're told, basically, yeah, you just go run fates, which are little things that just spawn in the field. And it's like, okay. Where? Oh, you know, just around. It's like, okay, but I want ones that are on my level. So, where are those? Oh, go to the wiki for that. Snow crabs! Give me the cold shoulder. Give me many of them. Or, you know, the in-game map could just tell you when you're in a zone, it tells you what level the fates are and what fates are active. So why can't, when you hover over icon on map, it tell you, hey, this area has this level of fates. You know, this level range. Like, there is no reason why it can't. Other than Square is kind of lazy, and that would actually be something helpful for the players. Like, there's a ton of content in that game that is functionally pointless. Like, there are so many side quests that, like, you'll, you know, mentioning this to a big 14 player, they'll be like, but doing some of those subquests, you'll see those NPCs again in bigger cutscenes. It's like, okay, but clearly they don't matter, or else that wouldn't be a subquest. Or a side quest. And even still, they don't give enough XP to be worth playing through while you're progressing through the story. So it literally doesn't matter that these NPCs will show up later, or can show up later, because you have no reason to ever see them. Like, you have no reason to ever do those subquests, because they don't give reward. Like, I have done, I think, a grand total of maybe 8 subquests in my entire time playing that game. One of which was in my 1 to 5 so I could get enough experience to continue my tutorial quests, and is what spurred me into starting to stream my experiences with 14. Because that is still hilarious to me. That I had to stop mid-tutorial to run around and talk to people in town because I needed one more level to reach the next thing, when honestly what I should have just done is step back out into the field and kill a few ladybugs. That would have gotten me more experience faster, but I didn't know that. I assumed that it would follow the normal MMO trend. Honestly, what I assumed, especially given how many people talk about how great the story is in 14, and side quests are part of the story. What I had assumed was that I was in for a experience akin to Riders of Icarus, which I'm still sad got shut down. Where, in that MMO, you basically did every side quest. Because if you didn't, you would never have enough XP to progress without level grinding. So the side quests weren't so much side quests, they were essential quests. And some of them were pretty basic, you know, hey, people here be hungry, go hunt some stuff for us. But some of them were actually quite involved and told a little story. Like, there's one pretty early on that tells of like a missing child, and you're tracking them down and you're following them through like werewolf infested lands. And then you end up finding them, and then later on it turned out they've actually been infected by the werewolves, and you bringing them back to their village basically causes, you know, people in their village to also become werewolves and basically destroys the place. You being the hero causes problems. As it should. Ah, mermaid chair recipe. Nice. Hey, Captain. Got your stuff. Yarr. Arr. That's it. That's me precious communicator. I thank you with all me heart, matey, with extra cherries on top even. Now I can contact me faithful crew. I still imagine him just like, avast ye lily-livered sea dogs. Wait, no, I have my phone here. 'Tis I, your beloved captain, who makes things where's the hyphen? There it is. Tane! Explanation point. I had caps lock. Another slock of bad spill. So, so ye best change course and come pick me up, period. Here be me condiments. No, coordinates, you silly thing. Coordinates, there we go. Be quick about it, comma, or backspace, apostrophe LL, buckle your swashes for good, explanation point. So says Captain Galavar, explanation point. Why did that change it to our? Explanation point. Winky face. Send. Canada put some wind in their sails and make no mistake. Like, just that. I also want to note that's me typing on a phone as well, so like I can't give him crap. That's me using a phone. So, you know. Kind of, I mean. it tends to be a lot more of me setting the phone down and me poking at with my fingers, but I need to catch my breath. I'm kind of flopped here, you know? Watching the sky is really calm. It is. Except when it's raining. And it's raining right now. IRL. So, soon we're apparently supposed to be getting some, like, major cold weather, which should be really fun. Okay, I need to donate some stuff before I forget. Yeah, like, I might at some point go back and start playing through just some of like the little side quests and stuff in 14, just to see if any of them matter or actually do anything to build the world. Because, like, here's one of my biggest problems when it comes to games that, from what I hear, apparently there's a lot of world building that happens in these side quests. That sounds like telling, not showing about the world. Show me the world. You don't need to tell me about it. I can figure things out on my own. I'm a big boy. I can do it. I don't need you to spell it out for me. I need you to show me. You know, which is why it drives me crazy. So I'm gonna say, because I don't know the value of deep sea stuff, 14,500 bells. 18,500. I was exactly 4,000 off. Sold the little man in the hat. Gotta go put money away now. But like, it drives me crazy when you get like Skyrim. There's a big civil war going on. Okay, where? I don't see it. Where is it happening? How am I missing this big civil war? Oh, well, those patrols you see escorting prisoners. It's like, okay, but where's them fighting? I've literally watched a Stormcloak and Imperial patrol just walk past each other. They don't fight. There's clearly no civil war going on. Like, it's pretty evident that there just isn't a civil war going on. Because there's nothing at all. Like I hate when games tell me something's happening, but I can never actually see it. So like, whoop. What? Was that my radio, or was that actually alien? I don't know. I'm playing too much Voice of the Void. I don't know why I didn't arm myself with a hammer. I think that might have been my radio. Radio tricks in me. I don't think there are aliens in this game. But I wouldn't put it past Nintendo to add some. Like, so like, let's do a hypothetical and watch this literally be a thing. Let's say you go to one of the big cities and you end up learning about something that's meant to be integral to that city. Like, let's say you go to, well, honestly, Ulda itself. Apparently this big merchant town, full of people, full of merchants everywhere. Where? I don't see them. I see a lot of empty stalls. The city is so packed, they have no housing anywhere. All those people live, all those like 10 people living outside the city in a few tents. There's no room inside the city for them. They can't let them in, period, except there's a lot of very clearly vacant buildings everywhere. There's never any lights on in them. There's no NPCs anywhere, really. Like, there's plenty of empty space within that city. Like, you're telling me that this city is... So, where's the, like, walls of bulked NPCs blocking you from getting into a merchant stall because they got there first and it's auction day? You know, you see that stuff in other games. Like, I'm pretty sure even other Final Fantasy games have done that. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy 12 has done that, where like there's just bulks of NPCs in the major cities to block you off of places. This only really has started happening in, 3D, but, that's how you show a populated city, but 14 would rather tell me it's populated, but it's really not. It's the same as the end of A Realm Reborn, and I don't feel bad spoiling this because it's A Realm Reborn. The story doesn't matter. It's forgotten about almost instantly, as evidenced by what I'm about to tell you. The Scions set up base in the Rising Stones, the place right on basically the border with the Empire. It's not owned by anybody, so it's given to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn as basically their city. And Alphino builds up his own little personal army that then gets bought out by one of the elites of Ul'dah, who then turns them all against you, tries to have you killed. All the Scions are exiled from the Rising Stones and that whole city. Except you aren't. You can go back there anytime, and when you go back, and literally, you can go back immediately after this event. You go back, and nothing's changed. Everything's as it was, and you can walk... You, the most well-known Scion at this point, can just walk through that city as if nothing happened and just walk right back into the Rising Stones. And there's even still Scions in there. They have told us that something happened, but they aren't showing it. Like, that moment ruined any care I had for that story. Because, like, okay. Game and comic rule number 1 when it comes to death: no body, not dead. Simple as. All of our friends are missing, they're clearly not dead. The only one of them that is actually, from currently anyway, permanently dead is one where the Japanese voice actor passed away, and for whatever reason they've decided they don't want to recast him, they just wrote him out instead. It was a toddler. I can get behind wanting to get rid of the toddler characters. They could nuke that whole race, and I would be completely happy about this. I wouldn't be happy, I suppose, but I'd be fine with it. Like, I wouldn't be celebrating in the streets, but I wouldn't care if they nuked the whole race. Most of the people that play that race are doing it for reasons. But, like, that's the only one confirmed dead. And even him, there's no body. They could bring him back. Like, and they clearly were going to. But then the voice actor passed away. So they decided, nah, we'll just write him out instead. Like, and I know I'm just sitting here yapping, but I do this. Y'all should know this by now. I would much rather a story show me something rather than tell me something. Like, if you want me to believe there's a civil war going on in Skyrim, more patrols moving around, have the factions actually fight each other, have control of the smaller forts actively changing hands, Maybe, you know, if you don't want to have like a whole little battle about it, just have it be every so many in-game days. It changes hands of who owns it. Like, it literally could just be every 2-3 in-game days, this one changes hands. Every 4 to 5 in-game days, this one changes hands. You know, things like that. Just so forts are constantly changing hands. And like, necessary quest NPCs are always still there. Because just have them be non-faction related. And basically just have that carry on until the Dragonborn picks a side. That solves the Civil War issue. Like, that solves it right there. That makes it feel like there's actually a civil war going on, being fought. Like, it doesn't help when they're like, we must send troops to such and such a city because it's nearly defenseless, and then you go to that city and there are no extra troops in that city at all. It's still the same, like, 3 town guard that were there when you were there before. Like, so that's another way of changing things. If you want me to actually believe you're doing these things, you need to do these things, you know. But so many games fail to do that, and it's so annoying. But I have sat here and yapped long enough. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then.